Hello, 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 friends. How y'all doing tonight? Let's pop over here. Cool. As things decide to disappear and then maybe reappear, I'm a magician. I can make things disappear and reappear like that. Okay. I think the game music is fine, so let's dive into this thing, shall we? I don't have my overhead light on today because it is stuffy as fuck. And I'd rather not be suffering today. So, we'll just continue with some nice and slightly stressful coffee making. Because, you know me, I don't want to make a wrong drink. The Evening Whisper, Sunday, September 24th, 2023. Inu, Mimi, and werewolves may share common ancestry, archaeologists say. Lionfish invasions decrease, a successful trial. Countries to block foreign entry amidst unknown livestock bacterial infection. Did we do this day already? Oh. Have we done this day already? Yeah, we have done this day. But... Huh? Weird. Did I not save it after? Okay. 11... No, I last played on my birthday. That's correct. Okay. Alright, hold on. Let me just check, because this seems familiar. Yeah. We've been through this day before, so I guess... let me just double check this. Yeah, we read this one. It was a poem. Yeah. Okay, so I guess just skip it as much as we can. Because it wouldn't let me skip normally seen dialogue, so I guess maybe I didn't save it. That's not surprising. Yeah, have fun arguing. Okay. Coffee. Coffee. No coffee. Not coffee ginger. Is it coffee ginger or is it coffee ginger? Yeah, no, it's coffee ginger. So, sorry, coffee ginger. Okay. I got it now. Yep. There you go. Just slurp that coffee, ignore your boyfriend. Or fiance, I guess, at that point. Yeah. We be speeding through things. Hello, Hyde. Oh, that's right, huh? Hyde hates every drink I make him today, I think. It's almost as if they're speaking telepathically. Spicy kick of something, and then double it. What did I give you last time? Hold on. Nope. Spicy kick and a lotta, and then double it. Okay. I don't fucking know. No, it was something. I made him something. Hold on. What did I make him? You know, I already did this day. I don't really care about spoilers, so let's just go look this up because I am curious now. Okay. Nope. Hibiscus ginger. Okay. Sure. There you go. Oh, okay. Sure. I felt up for a challenge, so try this. I guess I made him a new drink. Maybe that was a spoiler. Whoops. But we have been through this day before, so there you go. We also got a new friend, or is that a new post? Hyde. Hyde likes me a little bit better. Okay, cool. Alright, well, this is new then. Yeah, okay. If you don't like Hibiscus in this, you never will. So let's see if you crack the Hyde code. Well, this is kind of troublesome, Shirada. You know me a little too well. Ah, so I take it this works for you? This is a perfectly executed Zobo if I've ever tasted one. Glad to see you've made good use of your ginger resupply. So you knew I couldn't get it right last time. Heh. Okay, well that's new. Forgive an old man his old man jokes. Fair enough. Anyhow, this is the only acceptable way to drink Hibiscus. I used to have a friend in Lagos who made Zobo like this every time I visited. She lived near the harbor. We would sit down, drink it, and watch the boats float by. That sounds lovely. She was a good friend. Okay. She isn't anymore? When you've got a vampire's lifespan, friends come and go. That's sad. You get used to it. Isn't this where you say something about enjoying each moment even more? Or grief being the price you pay for love? I'm afraid it's a lot more mundane than that. Some things you forget, and for others, you just get better at moving on. Anyway, speaking of enjoying the moment, your family troubles to sort themselves out, yes? Yeah, okay, great. So I guess that was the drink that I... Did I stop the day because I didn't make the right drink? Also, somebody posted something new today. Yeah. Okay. Bye, Lua. Have fun at work. See you soon. Hi, Bailey's. Do you like to order something or just sit here and loiter? Loitering's totally fine. Chocolate with honey and milk. Okay. It's a cocoa bee. I think that's it. If not, then I need to flip the honey and milk. Yep, there we go. Just serve it. There you go. He's like, I don't want to look at you, Hyde. Okay. Anyway, they're just having some marital problems about their wedding. Just to recap. Bailey wants to give what Lua thinks... Bailey thinks... Okay, Bailey wants to give what he thinks Lua wants. And Lua doesn't want to commit because of the price and being too expensive and all this kind of stuff. So it's very much that they both need to figure it out, and Hyde's being the mediator, because Hyde is always the mediator. He was the mediator last time between these two about their family problem. He's a high elf, she's a succubus, you know. Family tensions and all. But all in all, like, I've been through this day like twice now, because I know I fucked up her drink in the beginning, and I think I fucked up... No, I think I fucked up Hyde's drink, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna... I think I might have said I want to retry it, but I don't remember if I ever finished it. I obviously didn't get to the point where I saw the lines about the Zobo for Hyde, so that's always new. Okay. And then Hyde goes over how he still has a car, and that Gala was his bodyguard, and he took off in a car. Gala was concerned that he got kidnapped, ruined his date because Hyde was having an orgy in his beat-up car. It's a lot. This game is spicy, just like the ginger we serve. It's spicy. Okay. Alright, and I think that's everything then. A butterfly pea. This strikingly blue tea is known to be a stress buster chock full of antioxidants. I think I got here and then I said I didn't save, so I just said I closed the game and I think it didn't save. Monday, September 25th, 2023. Okay. Starting on a Monday. There we go, this is new. First wave of visa applications to Europe rejected for failure to include passport signatures. The rise and fall of Weirdstein box offices, a brief history. Sold out. Replica astronaut suits experienced an extreme increase in sales. Ooh. Alright. Let's ignore my comment about the power, and let's go look at some people and their posts. Does everything happen for a reason or nah? I didn't like anything last time either. I wonder how everyone's doing. Ooh. Kimono pods. Trucker fell asleep and crashed near the 4th Ave. No casualties, but quite the property damage. I'd reckon you want to avoid the area for the moment. Riona. Road construction on Lenora Ave. Lenora, right? Leonora Avenue? I don't know. Anyway, that's all the posts for today. Actually, I lied. We're going to read the news story. The Evening Whispers. Happiness like a cup of coffee by Rilia Almat. Almat? I don't know. Hey, this may not help, but do you want to listen to me for a little bit? I want to tell you what happiness is like to me. To me, and maybe it is only to me, I see happiness like a cup of coffee. It makes you feel good, energized, ready to take on the world. But that's not the point I want to make. It's about how many different kinds of coffee there are in the world, and how many different ways of making a cup of coffee. You still with me? Okay. So, there are so many kinds of coffee, you know? And I'm not even talking about the type of beans and whatnot, you know? There are coffees you can get in the convenience store in convenient cans, pop it and you're good to go. There's also coffees that are more special, made with more care, the ones made in cafes by cute baristas and their pretty smiles. There are even more special coffees, the one you only find in certain places in certain circumstances. The one you know you can only taste once in your life, yet you wish you could have it forever. But that's not how life goes, right? There is happiness you'll know you'll part with, happiness you'll never get to taste again. But that's the thing. You shouldn't cry over a cup of coffee. You're supposed to remember the taste fondly, hoping someday you can have something just like that, something better even. You live your life in search of that better taste of coffee. Once you do, you'll realize that there are thousands and thousands of coffees in this world, with thousands of ways of brewing them. See? That's how I see happiness. But hey, since you're still here, want in on a secret? It may take many tries before you get it right, and you might lose many things to achieve it. But in my opinion, the best coffee in the world, the best happiness we can have, is the one we make ourselves. Deep-ish. I hope the power hiccups didn't affect the machine too much. This is a very slow start. Beep, beep, beep. Just listen to that hiss, man. Ah, here we go. Right in the nick of time. Ah, welcome you two. It's a relief to see you safe and sound. Hi, Shirada. Yes, we're also very relieved. It was a little scary last time. We analyzed the events of the evening and found them 31.245% frightening and 68.755% distasteful. Leaving in such a hurry is not an experience we care to repeat. Hopefully this will be a quieter evening. Hopefully it will. Yes, that is our wish. Anyhow, greetings are customary in cafes, bars, and restaurants, are they not? Therefore, good evening. Good evening. Even if in reality, it should be good night. We find that very strange. That good evening is a way to say hello, but good night is a way to say goodbye. Is this assuming that you never start an encounter at night? Because that theory would appear to be empirically wrong. For example, this is the second time we meet, Earthchild, and both times have been at night. Our 100% sample does not bear out the aforementioned premise. Additionally, the very concepts of evening and morning seem only marginally... Amanda? Yes, what is it? I think Shirada tried to interject a couple of times. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, Shirada. Ah, no, it's alright. I didn't have anything important to say anyway. Truth is, I'm not sure why our greetings have a circadian rhythm. Earthings are creatures of habit, I suppose. Hydrate, thank you, BK. I don't have my water. Where did I put it? Since all coffee makes one dehydrated. That's a fact, but I'm also sitting here like... Am I haunted? Because my water was right here. Was it on the floor? Did I put it on the floor today? No? Shit. Okay. I will return. Give me 1 second. I'm going to mute myself so you guys can listen to the cool tones of this game. And then I'll go find where my water went, because apparently it grew legs and wandered off. But I hope you're doing well, BK. How was your weekend? Hope you're doing well. Also, your art's there now. I got it up there. I didn't put the credit in yet, but one day I'll remember to do that. I'll be right back. Apparently it was nowhere to be found. I found it though. Not where I left it. Strange. Oh well. But I hope you're doing well, BK. They get attached to certain ways of using the language, and often don't question the actual meaning of words. Yes. I'm glad you're okay. Did you have a good weekend at least? At least in particular, in this particular case, no one's getting hurt. Since I've arrived here, I observed some thoughtless use of language. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, waiting sucks, but hopefully it goes well for you. Can have a much more painful effect. That's not bad, dude. That's not bad at all. 2 wrong is not bad. Oh my god. I read that as ACT, not like ATC. I was like, a 20 out of 30 for your ACTs is fucking great, BK. But now I know what you're talking about. I'm like, okay, no, I read the acronym wrong. That's a me thing. Indeed. We see and we agree. And we apologize for interrupting you, Sharada. Don't worry about it. Communicating without a hive connection is rather challenging. Besides, we have been in a somewhat heightened mental state. We have been finding Earth quite curious. Wrongs were trick questions. Well, wording on question tricked me, and other one was guts answer and not knowledge. Ooh. Yeah, I don't like trick questions. Where it's like, if you didn't read, or if you read the one word but didn't, like, really think on it for too long. Yeah. Extraordinary, even. We are keen to absorb as much information as we can during our visit here. It seems to us our siblings who previously visited Earth came back with findings of a rather superficial nature. We are excited to gather data that will advance the science of Earth studies. Our return to the hive will be triumphal. Of course, we do not do such things for the glory, but still, we are looking forward to seeing our work recognized. So are you a scholar, Miss Amanda? Yes, that is a good equivalence of what we are. We specialize in data gathering and analysis of poorly charted territories. DGAPCT. That sounds very impressive. Oh, DGA... Digapact? Sure. Apt, whatever. Is much less impressive than our siblings' mission. Silver is an explorer and an adventurer. He is deserving of respect. And his mission to find a prospective partner is of the utmost importance. Still prospective, huh? No progress on that front, I take it? Well, I wouldn't quite say that. Very intriguing. You're always so professional, Shirada. You rarely ask direct questions. But I think you're a little curious about the gossip, right? What is gossip? Gossip is information about what goes on in other people's lives. Oh, we see. So it's like data on individual beings, then. Yeah, that sounds about right. We love gossip. What is wrong with it? Nothing at all. And I would love to listen to yours. But let me at least make you a drink first. We must consider our choice of drink carefully. We suggest our sibling goes first. Are you ready to order, Silver? I have an idea, yes. Can we expect an interesting new recipe? You're a barista yourself now, after all. A barista? How am I? Oh, you mean the cafe? Yes, you mentioned you were opening one, didn't you? I am, after a fashion. But I'm not focusing on drink menus just yet. Also intriguing. I promise I'm not withholding information, Shirada. But things are a little complicated. Is it alright if we start with a drink? I'll try my best to explain everything afterwards. Sounds good to me. Then, I think I'd like something simple tonight. Do you remember the first drink I ordered when I came here years ago? Wasn't it a coffee-based drink? It was. A coffee drink, and I think you mentioned it was very bitter. Bitter and tart, right? Yeah, I think that's right. A bitter and tart coffee drink. Uh-huh. Bitter and tart coffee drink. Okay. What did he order the first time? No, not mint. No. Oh, maybe. A bitter and tart coffee drink. Okay, we'll try coffee, lemon, and ginger, but I don't think that's the right combo. I might need to switch. Yeah, I need to switch the other two. So let's try the other way around. Let's go coffee, ginger, lemon. And if it's not this one, then I'm kind of stumped. Nope. Nope. Okay, so it's coffee. And maybe just double coffee and lemon. I mean, that would get you the bitterness, right? And the tartness from the lemon. Black lemon. I guess. Here's a black lemon for you, Silver. This definitely looks like what I had in mind. Is it not right, though? Okay. I don't know if that was correct. Okay. A perfect, if unlikely, combination of sour and bitter. Okay. Silver! Hello, friend. Nope, still nothing. Got it. It's very minimal, yet strong. Very enjoyable. I think I might prefer sweeter things, but I'm glad I tried this one. Okay. I'm glad. You know, I second what Miss Amanda said last time. You feel the same in some ways, yet also very different. I don't know. I do think that everyone keeps changing all the time. Maybe we feel like our personalities make sense because we see ourselves in hindsight. When the truth is, we make ourselves up as we go along. That is an insightful theory, Silver. You have grown wiser. You used to be rather young, oh my god, I can't read. You used to be a rather youthful and innocent part of the hive. Oh well, I've had to learn and adapt here. It's been a couple of years after all. Earth ages you up like that. But despite all that, considering what I said about people changing all the time, I don't think I've changed all that much. In fact, it's as if I'm becoming a little more me every day. Just revealing myself like layers of an onion. Speaking of that, we meant to ask, how did you choose this specific Earthling appearance over another? Our observation is that Earthlings come in a great many varieties, with a near infinity of combinations. I can excuse Amanda having incorrect grammar, because they are a hive mind alien, but the near infinity of combinations? You mean a near infinite amount of combinations? Did you run a random generation algorithm? Oh no, it wasn't random at all. Even at first, it was an unconscious process. I chose the way I look because it felt true to who I am. When I first started coming to this cafe, I had a hard time understanding this world and its rules. But there were already some things that I could relate to. Some things that felt familiar. Like Hyde's eyes, that always see beyond the surface. Or Gala's outfit, which is a sign of kindness and trust. I borrowed those traits from them without even realizing. You took inspiration from them? Yes, our species seems to have the ability to do that. Is that why you look like if Gala and Hyde had a child? Really? But Gala's fashion I couldn't keep after all. It came with responsibilities. People stop me all the time to ask me for medical advice. I can see how that would be problematic. Yes, but then I found this fictional universe where all the stories take place in the stars. So I changed my outfit to imitate theirs. And at some point, it all came together. One morning, I saw myself in the mirror and I felt right. Like the way I looked matched who I was. It made me feel at peace. So although I look different now from when we first met, and although I have learned the ways of this world a bit and have grown a bit, in many ways, I still feel the same. Different, but same. Yes, different, but same. It makes sense to us. It really does. Oh, is this Laurel? Or Yanni? No, this is from Pearl. From Steven Universe? Huh, still no news from Midge. We think the odds are now 84.308% that she is phantoming you. Do you mean ghosting? We mean phantoming, as in when you think you hear a sound, but your ears are merely playing a trick on you. We thought we had established a hive connection with Midge, but it was only a phantom sound after all. Anyhow, what is Pearl saying? That her calendar might clear up soon if I want to meet up. Ooh, Silver! Sounds like things are going very well indeed. Gonna lay that bone somewhere. I think it may be time I tell you a little bit about this. But we wish to order a drink as well. Oh, of course. I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Amanda. Our apologies, but the machine's having issues today. We'll let you know as soon as it's working again. Curious that Earth drinking making skills are so refined, yet so unreliable. This is a land of contradictions. Welcome to America. It sure is. But do carry on, sibling. Right, so I've been relying on Amanda to help me with the online part of online dating. It's been working really well. On average. There have also been some small issues. Earthlings are so strange. Online dating has a reputation for emphasizing that, yes. Some Earthlings express their interest, but when you say hello, they never answer back. While in real life, saying hello is a starter for 99.845% of conversations. It seems that online, more humorous or breeding-oriented openers are favored. However, if an opener is extremely horned, it is considered out of bounds and angrily dismissed. Horned? Yes, that is when prospective partners send you close-up pictures of their horns. You mean dick pics? People do that? Oh, yes. I think it would be fine after a bit of conversation. If we get into the mood and they ask me first, I'd probably say yes. Horns can be really pretty, but, you know... But it feels very strange when that's the first thing they do. Before they even write a single word. I can imagine. And then sometimes Earthlings express interest, but after reading a joke that is statistically funny 99.908% of the time, they answer with a sad face and block communications. Funny for you 99.980% of the time? Yes. Then it's not funny. Fortunately, online dating is governed by the law of large numbers, which favors persistence. We are patient. Amanda has been spending a lot of time on the app. It started to work out. I'm now having conversations with some really nice people, especially Pearl. We prefer Laurel. Her facial features are more symmetrical, but Silver seems to favor the asymmetrical Earthling. It's just... she sounds like a really good person. She's a communications director for a charity that fights homelessness. She cares about other people a lot. I don't think that she's been very lucky in return. But she's very funny and curious with everything, and her smile. Please desist. We can sense your hormones boiling. Heh. And she's the person you might be getting a date with? I really hope so. Do you have a day and time for your date? No. This is on a different topic. Please excuse me. Okay, well bye, Silver. So I take it you've been enjoying your time on Earth, Miss Amanda? Or not? No, we have been enjoying it. But we also see the limits of it. How do you mean? We are a hive mind. A hive mind knows no boundaries or limitations. We share all our thoughts and desires. It is not difficult for us to connect. We are born connected. But Earthlings are guarded. They have complex emotions. And they have no means of truly knowing what anyone else feels. That makes them afraid of judgment and that of hurt. It must be very difficult and painful for them to connect deeply. There is so much they must let go of first. We cannot live like that. You said that online networks were like a hive? Like a hive, but not a true hive. A true hive requires honesty and directness, as well as the desire to deeply understand others. I see. You don't think you could ever adapt the way Silver has? Silver is different. Even when he was a part of us, we can sense him looking outwards. That is why he's become such an amazing explorer. And that is why he made the effort to learn Earthlings' codes and behaviors. He did not just want to understand, he wanted to experience. We are not like him. We like to seek knowledge on what is different from us, but once we have that knowledge, we are satisfied. Uncovering it and bringing it back is what makes us happy. Happy. This is curious. It seems we are picking up on some Earthling instincts after all. It is a good thing that our data readings here should be soon complete. And Silver's on his way to getting a date. It would appear so. Amanda, we have to go. What, again? That call was bad news. The agent... Too late, just hide behind that counter, quick. Evening, Mr. Agent. We apologize, but our machine has been having issues. We cannot serve drinks at the moment. You know very well I'm not here for drinks. I'd rather not involve any more civilians in this, though. Oh, do you mean me? I'm sorry, but can't whatever this is wait for another night? I haven't finished my drink yet, and it looks like rain again outside. Well, here's something that can't wait for starters. Barista, did you happen to find an ID card lying around? An ID card? Not that I can recall, no. Well, you haven't been the most trustworthy element. So I think I'm going to look around for it if it's all the same to you. Maybe it's fallen behind the counter. Let me check our lost and found drawer first. Would this happen to be it? Seems like an important ID card. A shame if someone were to lose it. Well, 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 how astonishing. It was here after all. Sounds like my suspicions weren't entirely wrong, were they? It was an honest mistake. Before you make another honest mistake, I'd like you to remember that I'm good at my job. Sounds like a very impressive job you have. What is it you're doing exactly? We uncover illegal aliens and extradite them. Which is why I've been coming here in the first place. We keep getting tips that there have been alien sightings around this cafe. Speaking of which, have you noticed anything out of the ordinary, young man? Can't say that I have. Did I get a new friend? Ooh. Oh. Darling, I could be behind your neck without you realizing it. What makes you think I actually need permission to enter a building? Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. Can't say that I have. I don't come here all that often. But it's always seemed very above board to me. Oh, Mr. Hyde, why are you threatening people on Tomodachi Hill? Anyway. Are you sure the tips aren't a prank? It seems that some young people enjoy those as a pastime. There are very popular videos of them online. That? Maybe it is, but I still have to investigate properly. Otherwise, my superiors will have my head on a platter. Is that Agent 47? It could be. Men in Black? Is that a Men in Black reference? I've never watched the movies. But you can't waste your time on a cold trail either. Surely your superiors will see that you've done your best. I doubt that. They're a bit obsessed with the alien situation. Obsessed? Is it really that big of an issue? Hitman. Oh! I can see that, yeah. I think the head's a bit too big, though. But yes, it's very, very much a, you know, if you cross them, you'll be in some cold, dark alley in basement somewhere, way out of the beaten road, and just be like in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, I feel you. Well, having such unusual elements around disturbs the public peace. Your average Joe has no clue of what to make of them, you know? It makes people feel unsettled. I see. Although the visible aliens aren't too bad from where I'm standing. At least we can identify and extract them. Aliens who try to pass for Earthlings are a bigger problem. Why so? For one, it just muddles things. No matter how much they try to look like Earthlings, they were born aliens, and aliens they will remain. But now they're aliens who don't look like aliens. What does that mean, you know? And where does it stop? What if some Earthlings decided they wanted to look like aliens? That would be a huge mess. Would it? Anyway, the top brass insists that we go after them. And in the end, that makes my job a lot harder. All that time spent detecting them. Give me a good spacesuit wearing alien any day, you know? Oh, but don't you worry about a thing. We at Fire always find a way to keep the public safe. By just just a crosshair through the fucking eyeballs, you know? I see. How do you go about detecting them exactly? That one's easy. Once I have my suspicions, I check their ID. That makes it all clear, right? Right. I do wonder, though, what is it? And I'm sorry if I'm being too curious. I have a habit of putting my foot in my mouth. No, you're good. No harm in asking. In that case, what is it that makes aliens so very different? There are all sorts of people living here. They all have different personalities, different looks. And for me, when I walk through the streets of Seattle, and I see that no two people are alike, I'll admit it makes me very happy. So if someone comes from further away, but they still feel an earthling at heart, would they be really more different from the people who live in the city than the people in the city that are different from each other? Or would they just be another version of an earthling? Perhaps no less beautiful. You know what? At the end of the day, I don't know, nor do I care all that much. Just trying to get the job done here. But you sure have opinions, don't you? You wouldn't be happy to be friends with aliens yourselves, would you? Now surely that is. You do know that harboring illegal aliens is a crime. Ugh. What was that? The coffee machine, I swear. Just the coffee machine. It seems to have restarted now. That's a relief. Right. This is getting more suspicious by the minute. Stand aside. I'm going to conduct a search. Meow. What the heck is this? If I'm not mistaken, this is a local cat. It's come over here once before. It looks like it might be hiding from another stray. It's very cute. It's also irrelevant to the current... Drat. I have an emergency elsewhere. Jesus, that was loud. But if either of you think you're off the hook, you're sorely mistaken. You'll be hearing from me soon. You'll be hearing from my goddamn lawyers. No reason. Just no reason. I was thinking out loud because a lot of things happened lately, so I was just processing it. Sorry? Saw as if it was insensitive? What the fuck? Sometimes I just don't understand text. Bye, agent. Meow. This cat we've seen before, and I don't know what the story is. Ugh. Silver, you're trembling. That's alright. You can come out now, I think, Amanda. Well, we found this experience 100% distasteful. Actually, it was 40.235% distasteful, 20.834% scary, and 38.931% exciting. I apologize, this is just nerves. We are truly sorry for this disturbance. It's not your fault at all. But should you be sticking around here? The agent might come back. No. I lured him away, at least for now. You did? Although it's a good thing the little cat came in when it did. It bought us some precious minutes. What sort of earthling are you? Meow. We see. Do you speak cat? We can feel this earthling's intent better than usual. It's expressing it clearly. It wishes to rest and be left alone. Oof, I feel all out of sorts. Is the machine really working again? It is, indeed. Then make us a drink, and one for Silver as well. The same one should be fine for both. Just make it hot and comforting, and what would you like, sibling? I think I need some sweetness right now. I would really appreciate a hot, very sweet, and very comforting drink. Okay. Can I make you... Cocoa honeybee? Yeah, chocolate, Biruku, sure. Here you go, sweet drinks for the two of you. Please don't hate it. This isn't bad, thank God. Although it probably could have been a little sweeter. The sensation of this is not vastly different from what you served us the other night. But it sounds like it'll be fine. Sorry, Jesus. You gotta give me names of drinks. Don't be fucking vague. I'm impressed though, Silver. You've become quite savvy at navigating these situations. Even if I'm sure you'd rather avoid them altogether. Yeah, I would definitely prefer to avoid them. But I need to get used to them anyway. It does sound like you got suspicious today. That's far from the worst of it. What do you mean? Shredda, you know the cafe I said I'm opening? Yes. Well, It's not exactly like this cafe. In fact, it's not exactly a cafe at all. For the past few months, it's been the basis of operations for SAVE. SAVE? SAVE, Society for Aliens and Various Extraterrestrials. Wow. I know, it sounds very reckless. No, it sounds rather admirable. I think I underestimated you. I don't know. But you see why I've had to become savvy, as you said. I have a lot of people depending on me now. Those who are just arriving to Earth and are confused and scared. Those who have adopted Earthling appearances and are trying to blend in. Those who are learning how to understand life here and how to understand themselves. For all of them, it's an existential matter. Not everyone is meant to be a hive mind. I know I wasn't. No offense, Amanda. We are not offended. We have always known you are different from us. It is all the same to us. You are our sibling, whether you live as the hive or as an Earthling. Amanda, I really do love you. What is love? That is not a conversation I think I can have right now. I'll explain it to you tomorrow, okay? After we both have a rest. We will remind you of it. I know you will. I think I'm getting a little tired now. Is it alright if we go back? Absolutely. Our energy is also 98.429% depleted. Silver, is there anything we can do to help? No, I don't think so. Thank you for offering, really. But you have a different part to play in all this. And you've been playing it very well. You're very kind. Well, in that case, have a good night, the two of you. And please come again soon. You'll always be welcome here. Us and many others. We know, and we're grateful. Good night, Shirada. I'd say good night to this cat, but I don't think it needs my wishes. Good night, Shirada. See, now we can use good night. We find it rather odd that... Maybe we should continue this chat while we walk. Alright. Bye! Take my cups with you, wash them and return them please at some point, because I need them back. What a night. This has been a great deal more animated than we bargained for. I suppose we have a new four-legged friend now. I wonder what you're doing here, little one. Don't you have a home? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. Meow. 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 Oh well, I guess it's time for you to let me close up shop. But Silver, it's an honor to be related to someone like you. Aww, look at us go. Tuesday, September 26th, 2023. Curbing recent security breaches. Government to block data leakers website. Sorry. Government to block data leakers websites. First Workaholics Treatment Center to open in 2024. No phone, no laptop, just rest. Beachgoers report silver algae blooming on Alki Beach. Something's missing from the drawer. Again? Hold on. Okay, that's the second time something's been missing from the drawer. Okay. She's a 10, but about to marry a freelancing elf. So she's 100. Oh, that's cute. Do you think VR would really take off in the future? I personally can't use it for very long, but maybe that's just me. Is Myrtle streaming it? Oh, that's so cute. I'm guessing? I don't know. Having an ocean fish as a pet is so hard, especially living in a city such as Seattle. But it feels nice to have someone depend on you, you know? Busy all day today. Don't forget to drink water. Still on hiatus, though. It's coming together. I can't believe it. It's going to be so good. Today's delivery cutoff time, 1500. No night shift. No night shifts whatsoever. Oh, do we get a new friend? Hold on. Amanda, hello. Good for you. Let's go. Let's look at the news story. The 7th of July by the Magpie Bridge. She looked so pretty in her rented hemp pattern yukata. It's such a shame that it was raining tonight. I wondered if the renting place would charge more if you were to return the clothing somewhat damp. I felt bad for insisting that we dress the traditional way for the Tanbata festival. Sorry. Tanabata festival. Oh my god, don't go so fast. That mundane thought immediately went away when I saw her looking as if she came straight out of Makoto Shinkai movies. Sure. It was all worth it. If they charged extra, I'd shove my life savings at the lady who owned the renting place. She looked like dreams, and it was worth it. Her with a yukata and umbrella and my heart and all. Too bad Altair and Vega couldn't meet tonight with all this rain, Ah, you remember the story. Good. Meanie. I do listen to your astrology stories, you know. Astronomy, but thank you for being there for my stories, milady. Under our transparent convenience store umbrellas, we shared whatever lovers share under the rain in their own world. The shrine we went to was unexpectedly full, despite it being a bit tainted by the rain and the puddles it creates. We had to line up in small queue for our wishes, but that stretch of time was easily filled with small talk, as lovers like to have. She hid her paper when I tried to peek at her wishes. Cute. As if she wasn't going to ask me to hang it on the highest spot on the bamboo trees. Hey, next year. Can we come here again? We were on our walk back to our hotel when she began. Her voice was a bit too soft, sunk under the noise the rain made. I'd be thrilled, but don't you want to use your long vacations to go somewhere else you haven't been? Nah, I like it here. The moon looks so pretty. Really? It's raining though. I can't even see the moon. Silly boy. Her grin, prettier than all the full moons I've ever seen in my life. We took our time to walk home slowly through the night street, just the two of us. But you know, I'm happy that you think we could still travel the world while we're still us. I knew I shouldn't say something like that, but it felt like my insecurities got the better of me. Aw, pretty boy, talking about rain on the parade, huh? Sorry, couldn't help it. What if it rains again next year? What if we're not all sunshine and rainbows like we used to be? Well, you know how in your Tanbata story, if it's raining, Altair and Vega can't meet each other on the Magpie Bridge, then the bridge would be, like, empty, right? She stepped in front of me, still so close under our umbrella. Then whatever happens, if it rains next year, the 7th of July, I'll be waiting for you on the Magpie Bridge with this umbrella, silly. Okay, sure. A little bit ethereal, a little bit out of there, but I enjoyed it. Something's missing from the drawer. Did I misplace it? Ugh. Somehow I feel it's going to be a long, long night. Or not. Hello, friend. Hello, Gala. Sexy man. Well, good evening. Hey, Shirada. How are you? Not too shabby, I hope. Having power issues as always. Everything is just fine. You sure? Positive. How about you, sir? How's work? My shift is over, so I'm free now. Nice. Oh. Yeah, okay. That reminds me, Mr. Hyde was just here the other day. Oh, that's right. Did he tell you the reason for his visit? Yeah, he's moving back here, right? Or at least that's the plan. Yes, what a nice surprise. He told me he's got a few things to discuss on that. Well, it's part of why I'm here tonight. Aside from getting myself a hot drink, that is. On that note, I am so ready to take your order. Much obliged. So Henry told me about this Indonesian ginger drink. It has milk, honey, and a couple of other stuff in it. I think it's called STMJ. I'll have a cup of that. Uh-huh. I made that once, and I don't remember how I made it. Hold on. It's a tea drink? STMJ. Okay. Well, I don't know how to make that, so hold on. Milk, honey, and a couple of other stuff. Milk, honey, ginger? Yeah, milk, honey, ginger? Is that it? It's either that or milk, ginger, honey. Nope. Trash it. Milk, ginger, honey, I guess? It has to be one of these. I think it's this one. STMJ. There we go. Serve it. One nutritious drink from the archipelago coming up. Okay, let's look at this real quick. Before I forget. Oh, it's a pure milk-based drink. That's why. Okay. A warm booster made of susu, telur, madu, and jahe. Milk, egg, honey, and ginger from Indonesia. Indonesia. Nesia? I don't know. The archipelago. Thanks a lot. So what's in it again? It's a hot blend of egg, milk, ginger, and honey. The drink's name itself is the ingredients. Susu, telur, madu, jahe, milk, egg, honey, and ginger. No wonder it somewhat reminds me of eggnog. Albeit spicier and not as rich. I can see why Henry likes it. It's a great stamina drink. He probably needs it to keep up with Rachel's work. You're probably right. As long as he remembers to take breaks, maybe I should invite him for a drink here sometime. What do you think? That would be lovely. Then consider it done. You know what? I don't think Hyde will show up tonight. Oh, why is that? When I called him earlier to confirm, he sounded a little annoyed. And it's not exactly great outside either. I thought he liked this kind of weather. Yes, his car? Not so much. That thing wouldn't survive this kind of storm. Now that you mention it, you may be right. I used to drive him in that car back in the day. Did he ever tell you how old it is? Yeah, gave me the whole backstory of it. Oh. I guess I'm just surprised he still uses it at all. The car clearly holds a special meaning to him. He was also quite sentimental about it. Which makes me wonder if it has anything to do with him moving back here. What do you mean? He lived here before, right? Yeah. And he kept bringing up the past, too. Are you saying his move is motivated by nostalgia? I was gonna say homesickness. But I realize that makes no sense. I get what you're trying to say, though. It's the strange longing for times gone by. Considering how fast things are changing these days. Maybe even too fast. Which is ironic, really. What is? Live long enough and you realize the only constant in life is change itself. Things like shifting necessities, curveballs the world throws at you, decay. Just the stuff we have to deal with indefinitely. Considering our lifespans, you'd think we'd get used to it at some point. But we never do. Never completely, anyway. I suppose the idea of getting used to change is a paradox in and of itself. Heh, that sounds about right. Perhaps nostalgia is like an anchor for dinosaurs like us. Keeps us from losing ourselves to the world's relentless speed. You get used to these after a while, huh? Pretty much. Oh, hey there! We meet again! Yes, hello! Excuse me for a moment. Got it. Welcome, Miss Fiona. Good evening. I'm meeting up with someone. Oh, okay then. How's your car, by the way? My car? Oh, you mean the tire? There's really no need for concern as it was an easy fix. But thank you for asking. My pleasure. May I order a cup of Russian tea? Okay, I say you just give me the name, but like, Jesus Christ, you gotta give me more than that. Russian tea? Vodka? Like, what the fuck is it? Okay, hold on. If I had to be Russian, I'm guessing it's this. Let me think. Okay. Huh. Tea and something. I don't know what's in Russian tea, and I'm kind of scared to look. Okay, I might look up how to do this, because I don't really want to have to go through and scrap drinks and start the day over. Okay, hold on. Tea, lemon, and cinnamon. I thought so. Okay. I thought it was gonna be something spicy. Don't know why. Alright, there you go. Serve it! Okay, another tea-based drink, thank you. Despite the name, it's a totally American drink. Okay, oh, hold on. Russian tea for the lady Russian to deliver. That's a good one. This is perfect, by the way. Thank you. You're welcome. So who are you meeting with, if I may ask? You should know, shouldn't you? After all, you were tasked to give me his contact info. Ah, that's right. So you two did end up connecting after all. We did, yes. But truth be told, I really wasn't sure about contacting him at all. Why is that? Because as far as I'm concerned, there was no real reason for me to do so. Nevertheless, I sent him an email the following night, right after the completion of my final delivery at 3 a.m. That's pretty late. A little, but surely no worse than forgetting it altogether. But he replied straight away, to my surprise. Had no idea it was such a night owl. Or perhaps just an extremely early bird. Right? I wonder if he ever sleeps. That should be a question for you too, miss. Oops. Anyhow, he answered me with an apology. He regretted his rudeness from when we first met. Which was another surprise, since I didn't think it was such a matter of concern. Well, he did return here the next evening looking for you. Did he? Yep, he said so himself. I see. How peculiar. In any case, we exchanged phone numbers and been texting ever since. Then he said he wants us to meet up and speak in person. Which is why I'm here now. But I'm still not quite sure it's necessary. I mean, maybe he just wants to chat and hang out. Perhaps. I suppose we'll see. Yeah, so Hi's not coming tonight. Probably for the best, given the circumstances. Is he okay? Yeah, he just wants to take it easy tonight. Understandable. My apologies for the surges. I was hoping it'd become more stable as the days go by, but no need to apologize for something out of your control. That's right, you tried everything you could. I know. Thank you for understanding. And thank you guys for being here. How are you doing, miss? Hey there. Did you manage to resolve your issue with the children? Sorry? Oh, I mean, the hospital admission problem from the other day? Oh, that. For a minute there, I thought I had a beef with kids I was unaware of. Sorry for the misunderstanding. No worries. That was funny. It's only been a few days, so not much has changed. How about you? Feeling better? Yes, well, I apologize the way I acted a few days ago. We all have our bad days, so don't worry about it. Thank you. Oh, while we're on the topic, I told Officer Georgie what happened to your car. Would you mind pointing out where you believe the incident took place? Sure. It was quite near the police station, actually. At a metered spot just outside the now defunct library. Oh, the vacant building at the Bourne intersection. Yes, that's correct. I see. So it was originally a library. You know the area? I know of the property, yeah. It's been abandoned for a long time now. But it's a heritage building, so I often wonder why nothing's being done with it. Since it's located in a very popular culture-centric neighborhood. That's true. There's even an art college nearby, right? Then again, I've always found the street a bit odd. Odd? How? It's just barren, especially if you consider the area. And the weird thing is, I feel like it wasn't always that way. Feel? Don't you mean remember? Nope, exactly what I said. It's a feeling, not a clear memory. Strange, isn't it? That is odd. Well, there used to be a flea market there a long, long time ago. Perhaps that is what you were recalling? A flea market, huh? The last time I drove there, I remember seeing nothing but concrete. Oh, wait. There was a single dead tree surrounded by strange trinkets. A dead tree, huh? No idea why I almost forgot about it. It stuck out like a sore thumb. About 8 feet tall, no leaves. It's been there forever, too, as far as I know. That hawthorn tree was something of a landmark for us drivers. And the trinkets you spoke of were actually remembrances of sort. Remembrances? Hold on, I'm just going to recap a bit here, okay? Sure. Your car was vandalized near a metered parking spot in front of an abandoned library on a seemingly deserted street within a busy area that has a large dead tree surrounded by remembrances for some reason. Sounds about right. Except the tree is no longer there. Oh? Are you serious, Pops? Why wouldn't I be? That is crazy! Good evening, gentlemen. Hey, everyone. Oh, boy. I thought I'd be early, but you're already here, lady. Hello. Shroud, for the love of all things holy, tell me my lighter is here. Well, you're in luck, because it is. Hot damn, thank goodness. Would you like me to get it for you now? Nah, it's fine. I'm just glad to know it's here. Just bring it with my drink later. Sure, let me know when you're ready to order. Cheers. Well, 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 what's up, y'all? What's new? Evening, officer. We were just talking about the spot where Miss Riona's car may have been vandalized. Oh? They got your car too, lady? Yes, but it's not a big issue. Still, sorry you had to experience that. Where did you park your car, miss? I can send you the coordinates if you'd like. That'd be real swell. Beep, beep, beep. Got it. Okay. Oh. Is it within the area you expected, or... Pretty much. The same location where I parked mine a week ago. I see. You can rest assured we already increased patrols in that area. That's great. But I am the only one doing it at the moment. That sucks. Heh, what's that? Am I hearing you, out of all people, doubting my skills, Shirada? No, of course not. I just thought it means it's an unfortunate increase to your workload. Well, them's the breaks, I suppose. Anyway, give me your strongest espresso, Shirada, and don't forget my lighter. Espresso. Let's go. Coffee, coffee, coffee. No, come on, get on the thing. Thank you. Proceed. Serve it. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Shirada. You probably think I'm being silly, but what can I say? It's my lucky charm. Yeah. It's borderline superstitious, I know. Don't you have anything of the sort? Well, I have a good reason to be superstitious. Whatever, I don't have this thing with me, things happen. Whenever I don't have this thing with me, things happen. Right. Alright, here comes the strongest espresso is in the house. Cheers. Perfect, as always. Are you ready to order? Might as well. I'd like something desserty, because it's my cheat day. Sure thing, any specifics in mind? Well, I saw this video of a Spanish hot cocoa drink yesterday. It was so thick I thought it was chocolate sauce. The name also reminded me of a song, but for some reason I can't remember the title right now. You know, that sounds oddly familiar. For real? Then I'll have that thick cocoa. It's got milk and a little hot spicy kick to it. It's not ginger, it's cinnamon, right? Why would you put ginger in hot chocolate? Spice lady, that's British. I'm gonna trash it. I'm gonna go chocolate. Ginger? No, let's go milk ginger, I guess. And a little hot spicy kick to it. Ah, Spanish Sahara. There you go. Well, here comes a cup of Spanish Sahara for you. Okay. I'm 90% sure that's it, because that looks spicy as fuck. Warm and cozy, just like a day in Barcelona. Oh, so that's what it's called? That's what we call it here, at least. Very cool. Then, bon appetit. I think this is it. Very tasty. Thanks, Shirada. You're so welcome. So, Pops, just earlier you were telling me about your creepy patrolling experience, right? Was it in the same location where the lady's car was? Creepy patrolling experience? Well, I don't know if I should even talk about it. Because maybe it's just a tad too spooky. Is it spoopy? Even for me. What happened? Tell him, Pops. It's not that big a deal, honestly. Then all the more reason to talk about it, right? Maybe someone here will know something. You got a point there. Y'all were talking about the area anyway, right? Yep. Well, I've been patrolling there the past few nights. The street itself is fairly straightforward. It's about a half-mile round trip from the intersection and back. There's nothing much there either. A concrete sidewalk with metered parking spots. A fence here and there. And an unfinished construction site with a couple CCTVs dotted about. No tree? What tree? There used to be a dead tree in front of the old library. Huh. Oh, that old dead tree. It was uprooted by the city back in January. Ah. The commercial community decided it wasn't really a good look. So when the city started a massive cleanup project last year, well, they simply voted to get rid of it. I see. Why? What's up? We were actually talking about it earlier, and being a decades-old landmark aside, could there be something more to the tree than just being, well, being old? You think so? That's what I think after listening to Miss Riona. Are you expecting something from me, Shirada? Huh? Oh, no. I'm sorry if I crossed the line. You just seem to know a lot about it, and I didn't want to mix up the facts. I understand. But I would like to hear the officer's spooky tale first, if you don't mind. Gladly, miss. Almost forgot about me there, huh? So anyway, patrolling on that street is an easy task. Only 4 to 5 cars would park there overnight, at most. Which makes keeping track a breeze. Sounds ideal enough. As expected, though. Nothing happened the first 2 nights. But yesterday was a different story. Whoa, hold on. What a stage setup, hey? Oh, phew, there you go. Thank goodness. Sorry about that. Please continue. Alrighty. Well, it was nearing the end of my shift and I found nothing was amiss. There were only 4 cars parked that night. 2 spaced across the street and 2 on the opposite corner, side by side. My plan was to leave after I walked one last round to make sure everything was okay. And a reminder, you can cover the whole place in only 8 minutes. Okay. Then, at the end of my walk, I took a drag on my cigarette. Smug as I was about to clock out, thinking 'twas another night, job well done. Right? Wrong, as I was immediately faced with the impossible. 3 cars, 2 side by side, 1 across the street. All tires flattened. That's 12 vandalized tires for you. In a span of less than 10 minutes. That is so strange. It would take several minutes to flatten just 1 tire. And that's if you're using the right tools. Right? But that wasn't all. Oh no, it wasn't. Because that was the moment when the streetlights went out and suddenly, all at once. What? Right after that, I heard flurries of footsteps and laughter. They were going farther and farther away from the scene, and yet I saw nothing at all. Oh. Are you sure? Did the CCTV catch anything? The infrareds actually managed to catch something. But the videos weren't clear at all, so I'm still investigating it. Jeez Louise, Pops. That's way spookier than what you told me in the car. But it's cool, though. Heh. I may be laughing now, but I almost pissed my pants back there, you see? Well, whoever they were, they sure worked fast. Right? Anyway, Shirada, I think I want another drink. All that talking is making my throat dry, and coffee just ain't cutting it. Roger that. What would you like? What do you suggest? How about some tea with ginger and honey? Sounds good. Can you use the red flower stuff as you have as a base? You mean hibiscus? Definitely. Okay, then I'd like red flower tea with ginger and a touch of honey. Okay. Red flower tea with ginger and a touch of honey. Oh, Teja Rosella. Okay. One piping hot Teja Rosella for you? Teja. I don't know. I'm butchering the English language or any language, really. Have I made all the pink drinks yet? Hold on. All but 2. Wow. Okay. And I've made all but 3, all but 4, only 2, only half, and about half it looks like. How many milk drinks are there? 5. I've made 20% so far. Okay. Hello, Georgie. How you doing? Still a lactose intolerant cop. Okay. Oh, what does it mean? Jahe means ginger, Te means tea, and Rosella is Roselle for another name for hibiscus. I see, a legit herbal drink. Spicy, yet perfect for the weather. Good call, Shirada. I'm happy to please. In that case, let me join your patrol, Pops. Because I'm not scared of ghosts. Real beings scare me more. Wait a sec, kid. What do you mean by ghosts, eh? Jumping the gun a little there, ain't ya? I don't know, Pops. Maybe it's even something crazier than that. This is a really serious problem, kid. Don't joke around like that. Sorry. Interesting. You know something? No, not me, but she might. Right, the tree, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. What about it, miss? It's your turn to finish your thought. I'm not sure if this can be of any use at all, but... Officer? Are you aware of the story behind the tree? Huh? I recall what you said earlier. People often leave remembrances around it. What do you mean by that, miss? Well... It's because someone passed away there. What? Allow me to explain. I mentioned there was once a flea market on that street, correct? Right. They called it the Fairy Market. It was unofficially set up by the transients of the community. Transients being the government's term for unregistered citizens, including all other uncategorizable beings at the time. Fairies were a part of that. Huh. I remember learning about it. After the war, the government made its first official attempt to sort things out. Organizing equitable classifications was thought as one of the first steps towards civil peace, but it was oversimplified, inefficient, and not speedy enough. Was all that before the Vindication Act? Way before that. Many who couldn't register were basically in an administrative limbo. What? That's as good as, like, not existing at all. Really, that's horrible. It was the main reason why the fairy market was created in the first place, to ensure transient survival throughout the changing times, in more ways than one. The market had no real schedule, therefore, the start of the fairy week would be marked by flowers strewn along the intersection, just so people would notice and come and take a look. Kinda too low-key, no? Because it was illegal, silly. And that was exactly the problem. The market ran day and night, its format unchanging. And at the same time, the economy was slowly reshaping the landscape. People started to spend more, becoming reckless, while the laws were still shaky at best. Huh? Then a rather tragic incident occurred one night. A drunk driver was speeding and went off course, striking a vendor there. The only evidence left of the crime was that tree, standing where there was no tree before. Wait a second, what? Why did I never hear about it? How long ago was this? The incident occurred in 1959. But the market itself was forcefully disbanded in 1961. Happened before I was born, huh? Yeah, I remember everything now. It was actually quite an infamous case, wasn't it? But due to the nature of the beings involved, most people couldn't help but, well, forget. Huh? We're talking about the late 50s to early 60s here. Post-war media was still quite scarce, and I remember the drunk driver was also the son of a very wealthy individual. Oh, correct. But that wasn't exactly the part that made the case so infamous. It was due to the fact that no body was ever found at the crash site, as well as the vendor being a transient with no legal ID or paper trail. As a result, the court had no choice but to dismiss the case. But there was a body, wasn't it? Just not the one people might expect. You mean, the tree? Right. When semi-spiritual beings like us pass on from the physical world, some may leave specific landmarkers behind. Not all can do that, though. Us banshees don't do that. You don't? No, we simply disappear. So if I'm getting this right, the tree couldn't be used as evidence because it wasn't reclassified as remains yet. The witnesses were in the same boat, no paper trail. So the driver's lawyer took advantage of those loopholes. And that's messed up. Beyond messed up, Pops. Whoa! I'm boiling. I'll take a further look into this more, miss. But I have a question for you. Yes? You think the vandalism has anything to do with the tree removal? I don't know. I suppose it might depend on when the acts of vandalism began. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I better get going then. It's almost time for my shift. Okay, officer. Break a leg, Pops. I'd rather not. Stay safe. Will do. I'll keep y'all posted. I better go as well. Got an early shift tomorrow. There's one thing I want to confirm, though, if you don't mind, miss. Yes? It's about the fairies passing and how everyone ends up forgetting about them afterwards. I really thought that was just a myth. I guess not. Unfortunately, that is why there used to be memorabilia around that tree. There were efforts by those who remembered to preserve the memory, but it wasn't enough, was it? Else we'd still have the tree. It really makes me question my memory. Are there any people I might have forgotten? Were there events I missed? It's quite scary to think about. For beings like us, being forgotten is inevitable. So, no need to feel bad about it. Is that so? Oh, I didn't catch your name, by the way. I'm Gala. Oh, I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you, sir. Well then, nice meeting you. Good luck with your future auditions, Miss Riona. Thank you. See you around. Bye, Sharada. Take care, Gala. Are you two gonna go sit in the corner and chat? Or suck face? One or the other. You okay? It's getting real late. I still want to talk, but if you're tired, let me know. Have you eaten? Do you want something to eat? We don't sell food here. You don't? No wonder your place is always empty. Well, just kidding, Sharada. Don't hate me, please. Well, do you want another drink, maybe? I wouldn't mind one. Nice. What do you feel like having? Something without milk, with a fresh feeling and some brightness to it. I'm also quite partial to the blue PT. Oh. Okay, I'll order something for you. May I? Sure. Sharada, could you try this mix? I saw this pretty drink in a video and it looked perfect for Our Lady. Yep, what is it? It has blue pea as a base, a lot of mint, and a splash of lemon. Okay. Blue pea, mint, lemon. Twist that lemon peel. A galaxy mint tea. Here you go, miss. From the man sitting right beside you. Looks nice. Very pretty. I like it. Thank you. I'm glad you do. And wow, Sharada, it looks exactly what I envisioned. Are you winking at me, good sir? I need to know, because if you're flirting, I need to know now. Witness the morphing nebula as the lemon is poured into the cup. Magical and refreshing. Okay. You are winking, yeah. You're a G. I guess. I'm happy you both enjoyed it. But man, that whole case earlier, though, it was a lot to take in. Also, about the whole forgetting thing, that really gave me chills. Why? Don't you feel scared? Of just disappearing in the end? 'Cause I do. That's why I thought I finally understood you, too. I mean, the reason why you wanted to become a soprano your way. The traditional way. Oh? Care to compare notes? Because I've yet to be entirely certain about that myself. Oh, huh. Now that's what you call a huge pressure. Before that though, can I ask a little teensy question? Sure. What inspired you to go down this path? I mean, I may have an idea on why you're choosing the hard way, but why a soprano in the first place? Because it's been done before. Pardon? Because there's already a banshee who did it before, so I know it's not impossible. Whoa, for real? Her part was that of a sorbet aria, and she is not very well known. What is a sorbet aria? Oh, I mean she was a secondary character. Back in early 19th century opera, sorbet arias would be sung towards the end of the second act, usually before the evening ended. Hawkers would use the time to offer their wares for the last time to the patrons, often desserts, hence sorbet aria. Oh, I see. Like background singing at the end of a show or something. Yes. Things are different nowadays because people are expected to listen to the end. The first time I heard her voice was on an old recording of a comedy opera. I was still very young back then. She was playing a confused maid role at the very end of the opera, wondering why and how people could act so crazy when in love. But despite her confusion, she thought it wasn't so old that she couldn't find out the reason herself. It was the funny epilogue to the opera. But hearing a banshee sing such a playful and lighthearted piece, it was truly an eye-opener for me. Oh man, I bet it was. Sadly, I couldn't find any of her other works, but it always stuck with me nonetheless. So I left my commune and started trying on my own. That's really cool, and brave of you to do so. I agree. I've never talked about this before. It's a bit embarrassing. Nah, don't be embarrassed. I think it's super cool. You're just feeling inspired to push yourself beyond what's expected of you, and wishing to leave a mark on the world. Is that what you think? Uh-huh. You're just trying to follow a path that has been traveled before, and that's not always a bad thing, especially for beings like us. You're just being careful, yet courageous. Right, because the path you're choosing to walk on is still difficult. Huh. Regarding leaving your mark, I don't know. I just feel maybe you're the same as me. Like, what's the point of being born if nobody's gonna remember us? Right, Shirada? No comment. Aww. Why do you want to be remembered so much? Why wouldn't you? Us banshees see the end differently than most. So, care to enlighten me? I can't speak for anyone else, but in my case, I was a kid who grew up in a large family, you see? Like, humongously large. Literally couldn't count all my siblings even if I wanted to. Because they're everywhere, thanks to my dad. Oh. We weren't wealthy though, not even close. The money situation was always suffocating us, for real. But sometimes Dad would drop by to give us some money. Though it wasn't even enough to cover utilities for more than a couple months. Then he'd just leave again a couple days later. Are you the eldest? Nope. But my older bros have already moved out by the time I hit high school. I was so surprised when my dad gave me the house after he died. Oh. Which is where my mom and siblings live now. I'm sorry to hear about your father. No, it's fine. I mean, yeah, it was weird to receive the news of his death from an attorney, knowing he passed away by himself, and how it took them a week to find out. Oh. Natural causes, by the way, so... I mean, how did he check out with absolutely no one knowing? Where were my other siblings? What happened to his ladies? It was just so crazy to me. And I guess it just kind of haunted me. Haunted how? My life growing up was filled with disappointment over him, you know? I mean it in the best way possible. My disappointment actually drove me to work hard for my family. I just vilified him in my head like shaking my mental fist at him. Gonna do so much better than you, sir, and all that. I see. But then I received the news that he left me in the house. Like, I knew he had no money. That the house was probably the only assets he had left. So when he gave me the house in his will, all I could think about was, what went through his mind exactly? The fact that he had a will at all was probably already a surprise for you. Exactly! What am I supposed to think of that? What am I supposed to think of him? And does it even matter anymore? When he's already long gone? Anyway, so my older brothers came back, right? They wanted me to sell the house and divide the earnings. Wanting a slice of the inheritance pie, huh? You didn't do that, right? Heck no! That's why I left for LA. So if they really want me to sell the house, they'll have to chase after me. Good call. Thankfully, my younger siblings and I are pretty tight. We're a good team. That's a relief. But that's also why I needed money fast. I needed to send money to help with my family's bills. And of course, so I could stay alive as well. That's why I ended up having to join the production house. The production house? Yeah, it was like a bunch of content creators getting together to make videos every day. I was young and naive too, you know? Because it was my first time venturing to another state completely alone after all. So I didn't know better how predatory things could be. Man, this is even going to be an entertaining story. If you're uncomfortable, you don't have to talk about it. No, it's not that. I just really, really didn't like that production house. But I needed the money. Someone there saw my vlogs and invited me in. And as one of the youngest there, I try to get along with everyone. But you see, we were all creators in the entertainment industry, right? Which means we all had huge, huge egos. So naturally there was somewhat of a hierarchy of sorts. Trying to be an all-around helpful turned me into the butt of the joke all the time. That didn't discourage me at all much, by the way. I mean, I also learned a lot there, not gonna lie. Still. But what ended up destroying my willpower was actually something real close, you know? Myself. What do you mean by that? Well, in a house where everyone wants to be the main character, each one of us would need a solid, distinct persona, yeah? Eventually, I was assigned one too. Which was supposed to be a good thing, but they wanted me to be the worst version of what I am, essentially. With heavy emphasis on what. I had a lot of nicknames too, like, hey baby goat, hey a baby goat, what are you up to now, satyr boy? Here comes the party goatie. Mr. Excess Hem, you gonna go fishing again tonight or what? Fishing? Ugh. We had to go out and try and hit on people. And we weren't allowed to come home unless we failed spectacularly or scored. Oh. I always try to be the punchline though. Because there were always more views when something ended badly. But it was still the worst because I really had to act it all out, you know? Bothering people for pretend dates, be sort of a dumb jerk just for jokes. So it all looked fun for the camera. Even if scripted, I never really liked doing it, honestly. Because in the end, all of it just reminded myself of my dad, you know? And I kept thinking, does the apple never fall far from the tree after all? Ugh. So yeah, the whole thing just really, 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 really sucked. You had it difficult. Yeah? Well, long story short, being tokenized sucked. The end. No disagreement there. Sorry, I swear that wasn't what I wanted to talk to you about. It's fine. I actually learned a lot this evening. I just don't want to take up more of your time. So, can I just ask you a direct question? Sure. Great. Would you be interested in a guest starring on my new show? Ah? I realized I was being dumb the way we first met. I kind of forced my thoughts on you, and was just being a general smartass. I undermined your straightforward efforts because I was jealous of your solid resolve. Since everything I did was anything but. But you succeeded eventually, didn't you? And you worked hard for it. Yet I almost ended up losing sight of why I'd been doing all this in the first place. I went with the flow, made excuses a lot. All to justify the gain, but to what end? That's why I've been trying to put together a talent showcase for those who need extra exposure. It's going to be a small production thing. It'll be paid, I swear. And not with exposure either. Though it won't be much at first. Because I don't have that much money ready to use at the moment, so... wait. This is a bit sudden, don't you think? No pressure though. How does the show work? Well, I'm not 100% sure of the shape of it yet, but ideally it would have like an interview at first, then I'll record your singing. I'll bring all the gear, but I'll also be doing all the editing and stuff. It's gonna take a bit of time since I still have my main show to do. But I did start vlogging my journey. I did start my vlogging journey on my own too, so I can bet you the result will still be quality. Your show will tank if I'm the first guest, you realize that, right? If it does, then it doesn't deserve to exist. I don't care about haters, but you do. That's why I won't push you. I'm flattered, but no thank you. Okay. Thanks for considering me, though. Thanks for giving it a thought. Looks like I have to go. Okay. It's nothing to do with what you said, okay? Just bad timing. Yes, I get it. Cool. I hope we can meet again like this. If you want to. Maybe? I'll take it. Thank you for your time too, Sharada. Sorry if I bored you. No, truly. It was my pleasure. Cool. Okay. I really have to go. See you around? Safe trip? Alrighty, see you, Sharada. Come again soon. I think tonight was the most I've talked in the past 2 years. And I'm quite glad to hear that. Thank you, Sharada. For what? For being such a good host. I know I'm not the easiest being to get along with. It's always a pleasure to have you and everyone around. Then I'll be taking my leave. I feel like I have a lot to rethink, but I'll see you again soon. And I'll be waiting, always. Safe trip, Miss Riona, and have a good night. Phew, I think I'm done for the night. I hope everything will work out for everyone. Yeah. A gala tea. Silky but spicy beverage that soothes furious emotions and brings dormant joys back to life. Okay, I'm not going to continue this day. I think this is a good place to end for the most part. But we'll start the day so I can save. Wednesday, September 27th, 2023. Lunar cell panel prototype ready for first test. Newcomer progressive elven metal band Alvathor tops US music charts. World Golem Culture Center grand opening to be held in Bhutan. Button? I don't know. Huh. Thought there was more stuff in the drawer yesterday. Am I misremembering things? Is there nothing in the drawer now? Really? Okay. We're gonna save the game and say yes. Alright. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you're all doing well. And thank you for lurking and chilling, friends. We're going to go find somebody to raid tonight. I don't know who's streaming right now, but we can go find somebody, I'm sure. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow as we continue our adventures in Pokemon Blue. But yeah, for the rest of the week, Monday will be Pokemon Blue. Tuesday is going to be more The World Ends With You. Wednesday, we're back to Oracle of Seasons. I was going to say Ocarina of Time, but that's not right either. Let's see what else. Thursday is more Nier. We have Friday, Final Fantasy 12, The Zodiac Age. So let's go see who's streaming tonight, who we can go send a raid over to. There's a lot of people playing fun games, so let's see who we can go send a raid to. You know, I haven't raided a Cardwiz while they're playing Blood Bowl 2. Let's go see if they're still doing that. Real quick before we go end the night. Yeah, they're still streaming, so let's go say hello to them. Alright. Cardwiz is a wonderful streamer. They also have a podcast called the Emblem Support Podcast. They're a wonderful streamer. They have a lot of fun Fire Emblem streams and challenges that they've done in the past. They're a big fan of Sakura Wars. And overall, they're just a cool dude to hang out with. So I hope you all have a wonderful night. I hope you all had a good weekend. I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys soon, my friends. Enjoy the raid. I'll see you over there.